Hey bro, you got any New Year's resolutions? Nah, not this year. Really? You're not going to try to make any adjustments or goals to try to better your life, like dieting or exercising? None of that? No, not going to do any of that. Why not? Because I don't feel like wasting my time, energy, and money making a list, setting goals of dieting and exercising and working on myself, when that by February I'm going to be the same lazy, unhealthy, socially awkward guy that I was in December. Huh, makes sense.
Well, if you can relate to that guy, don't worry, you're not alone. A recent study found that 80% of people have already quit their New Year's resolutions. We're barely in February.
Don't worry, though, everybody. Our friend, our next guest, says anyone can reach their goals at any time of the year with just a few simple steps. Please welcome back to the show mindset coach and best-selling author, Laura Gassner Otting. Laura knows stuff, and we always talk about resolutions.
I know stuff.
And that's the thing, Laura, I think people set out, right, these lofty goals, and they want to hit it hard. And just like the gym memberships, you start to see them dwindle. That's why I like being Catholic. Every week you can start over.
Yeah, you hit the reset.
It's true.
But why do so many people fail? What are they doing wrong going into their resolution?
Well, we fail specifically because we use the word fail. We think either we're perfect or we're not perfect. You miss a day, you're done, you fail.
Right.
You don't get to the gym, you fail. We don't get the Sunday every week. So what I tell people is that rather than setting these huge, giant goals, like I'm going to lose 100 pounds, I'm going to run a marathon, run for 10 minutes today till you can run for 20 minutes tomorrow. If we set smaller goals, then failure isn't failure. It's not finale. It's fulcrum. It's where we learn and we grow and we iterate and we change.
That's a great approach. You're right. Because if once you feel, oh, well, it's too late and I can't do it. And you're right. And usually when you're making these resolutions, they're tough, like no drinking, I want to quit smoking, I want to lose weight. Yes. Exactly. So you may one day have that cigarette or maybe have that donut you don't want, but it doesn't mean you should totally give up on it, right?
Exactly. And so here's a really interesting study. People who say, I am a smoker, are far less likely to quit than somebody who says, I smoke. Because I am a smoker is identity. I smoke is just a habit.
Correct.
It's much easier to change our habits than our identity. In fact, it only takes 21 days to change our habits.
Okay, let's look at those 21 days.
Yes.
Nice.
So what's the key to changing your habit in those 21 days, or what's the mistake people made?
Okay, so I make my living as a motivational speaker, right? And I'm here to tell you that motivation is not the answer.
Oh.
So it turns out, okay, I'm training for a marathon right now, and if I have to get up and run all these runs in the middle of the week, it's dark, I live in Boston, it's sleeting, it's horrible, I'm not going to do it. But if I'm meeting you and it's 4:30 in the morning and I am tired and everything hurts, I'm still going to do it. Exactly. So motivation isn't the key. Accountability meets motivation every single day.
You're right. You don't want to let someone else down. That's great advice just on general and whatever you're doing. So a lot of us are very hard on ourselves when we use words that affect the outcome of the goals, right? So are there particular words that we should just try to avoid or not have in our vocabulary?
I think we just have to remember that the most of the words that we hear are our own words. And if you say, I need to lose weight because I'm fat, I have to stop smoking because I'm unhealthy, that becomes identity again, right? So if we change the words that we're saying to ourselves, great. But if you can't change the words you're saying to yourself, go find somebody who doesn't just see your current, but they see your potential. Surround yourself with people who see the better version of you and remind yourself of that. Because they'll bring you.
A good wingman, you say. But you also say on that note, you can't be insatiably hungry for someone else's goal.
Yes, we all set these goals that look good on the wall. I call them the look good goals, right? They look good on the wall. We think we should go after them, but we don't actually really care about them. And are you really going to get up in the morning and do a thing, change a habit, become a better version of yourself if it's not the better version that you want, if it's not something you define as something that's interesting to you? It's got to be something that matters to you. If you're not hitting your goals, obviously think about accountability, think about what the reason you want to do it, think about the habits, but also asking yourself, do I really care about this goal? Is it my goal or just a look good goal for someone else?
And your book, Wonder Hell, is all about how to handle the ups and downs of this success and goals you're trying to achieve, right?
This Wonder Hell is all about who you are in between who you were yesterday and who you just realized you could become tomorrow, which means you're in the messy middle. And how do you get through the messy middle? The book helps you figure out all the ways to help you get from here to there.
I think one of the big takeaways in the books, and you talk about, and I want to double back on, it's okay if there's a setback, don't quit, just keep going. And that, as we were saying in the beginning, to everybody in every which way. We're so quick to be like, well, I failed, I'm out.
Absolutely, because we forget to look at our progress. We only measure ourselves by perfection. We underestimate what we can do in a day. We should just give ourselves smaller goals, lower the bar, and just keep moving forward rather than having to measure ourselves whether or not I hit the goal fully or not.
And before you become more consistent with doing the good stuff.
Did you set any New Year's resolutions for yourself?
I did. My New Year's resolution this year was to see delight everywhere I am. Because, you know, we're so busy going and achieving and hustling that we forget to say, you know what, there's a lot of goodness here.
Can I be in the moment?
In the moment. If I'm present, if I'm in the moment, if I have delight, then that builds upon itself and it creates momentum. And delight, I have found, attracts more delight.
I feel bad. That's so, like, poignant. Mine's to floss more.
Hey, that's important, though. That's important.
My husband put floss in his shower. Okay. He showers, he flosses in the shower.
That you can do.
Yes.
You can shave or you can floss.
You can floss.
Yes, no eating.
No eating.
Okay, good. Fair enough.
Great to see you.
Always great to see you. Thank you
you
so much. Laura's book, Wonder Hell, Why Success Shouldn't Feel Like It Should, and What to Do About It is available now.
Coming up, the deals are good and the items are limited. Get out those phones. You don't want to miss out on the discount drop.